the fairy of the lantern light hay. On a cold and stormy night, a brave girl named Anya wandered into the forest. The wind howled through the trees, and shadows danced in the lantern light. Anya steps forward and stumbles upon a glowing lantern lying on the path. Anya whispers, "A lantern? But why is it glowing?" The lantern flickers, and sudden poof, a tiny golden fairy appears. Inside the lantern was a tiny fairy named Vetra. "Oh, finally, someone found me," said Vetra, a very tiny fairy. She had been carried far from home by the storm and needed Anya's help to find her way back. The lantern glows brighter, revealing a path. The dark forest transformed into a magical snowy landscape. The path led them to a snow-covered forest where the trees stood tall like frozen giants. A mysterious figure steps into their path. He has sharp golden eyes, a graceful cloak of deep red, and a fox-like smirk. "Ah, travelers, if you want to pass, you must answer my riddle," said the foxman. "A riddle?" Curious Anya replied, "All right, tell me." "I have no wings, yet I can fly. I leave no footprints, though I pass by. What am I?" Anya watches the snowflakes swirl, then suddenly smiles and said, "The wind." He foxman laughs, his golden eyes gleaming. With a flick of his hand, the snow swells and reveals a hidden path. Foxman, "Clever girl, go on, but remember, not all paths are what they seem." The snow melts, revealing a golden meadow filled with fireflies. As they stepped forward, the snow melted away, and they entered a warm, glowing meadow. Tiny fireflies flickered like stars. Fairy was excited. "This place, it feels familiar. My home must be near." Suddenly, the lantern's light flickers weakly. Fairy got worried. "My light is fading. You need one more spark of magic." Anya thought and smiled. Stars shine brightest when they share their light. Maybe we can too. Anya lifts the lantern. The fireflies swirl around it, sharing their golden glow. The lantern shines brilliantly, revealing a tiny golden door in the grass. Home at last. The fairy gasps, recognizing the tiny door. "My home, you found it," exclaimed Fairy. Vetra, the fairy, flutters around Anya in joy, then gave her a tiny hug. "Because of you, I can go home. And because of me, you now have a lantern that will always light your way." With a swirl of golden dust, the fairy disappears into the tiny door, and the lantern glows forever with magic. That night, Anya returned home, carrying a magical lantern, a heart full of adventure, and a new friend she would never forget. Anya walked through the night. Her lantern glows brightly as stars twink above. Thanks for watching, share, like, and subscribe.